All right, so we're gonna be making a 10-day trip, about 3,000 miles. We're gonna do an honest review on the 2023 Sequoia, and I'll let you know what I like and what I don't like. So stay tuned. A quick demonstration with that lower lip. If you come to a parking space, that's how much clearance you'll have. A couple inches to spare, and some stores do have a taller parking. All right, here's an example. This thing is scratching, so it's not even that tall over here. Maybe need to remove it.
At the light, use the left 2 lanes to turn onto the Southwest Day Road.
All right, let's take a look at the Sequoia while we're up here. Everything's white on this parking lot except that one truck. I always wondered with the air suspension, how much space will it give you? Well, let's see if we can get this started up. And let's see if it will turn on. We're gonna go all the way down. And we'll measure. All right, some of my favorite features. We have Eco mode, very nice to have a smooth drive, very gentle. And then we go to comfort. I guess it makes everything smooth, soft, steering wheel. And then we have normal, which is the factory setting, every time you start the car usually. And then we have sports, don't know what that does. I usually use the sports plus. If you're going through windy roads, gives you lots of power. Firms up the steering wheel and the suspension. And then I have custom, where I have the suspension that's soft, extra power, and firm steering. Here's a quick view of how the lights work. So this is how the lights work on a Toyota Sequoia. Pretty cool. This is how the front lights look. Pretty cool. Demonstration of cargo light. So let's get in the trunk. Oh, wait. There's no lights. Oh. There's one light. It's a little dark. And if I put a box right there, there's no lights in the trunk. Toyota must have forgot. Uh-oh. All right, here's a 1-week review. Drove around for about a week, averaging 17 miles. That's mostly city. So the vehicle's currently got 258, 34 to go. So we pretty much had 300-mile range. We're gonna go to the gas station, fill this up, see how much fuel is gonna go in there, and we'll divide by the miles that we drove and see how accurate this computer is. 2023 Toyota Sequoia, fuel economy in the city. One more thing I forgot to mention, if you see that hold button right there, that's pretty much one of my favorite things. So if you come over here and then you press the hold, What that does is when you come to a stop, after a few seconds, you can let go of your brakes. And when the green light is on, you just step on the gas and it's auto release on the brake and you're on your way. Very comfortable feature. Very easy to use. Also, if you come here and press the view button, really clear image, crisp, very detailed, and up to date. Very nice. Here's another view. I have this set to auto for my test drive. When I'm in slow going, I have the full view here. If I switch to reverse, this is the reverse view. So definitely an upgrade for the cameras. Driving around the parking lot, the camera stays on. That's the feature we kind of engaged. The motor is off. We are in hybrid mode, so the truck is really quiet. No extra noises. Look at those mirrors. The whole car disappears. I mean, look at that. So definitely gotta be careful with the blind spot right here. Look, these mirrors are a little too big. They do extend. If you press that, so they go even further. Definitely a big blind spot. Something to get used to. You gotta remember, folks, this is a Toyota Tundra with the extra seats in the back. The ride quality, I will say, is not the greatest, even in the comfort mode. The car jumps a little bit and some shaking, so not the most luxurious ride, but you gotta sacrifice for the towing capability. I guess you can't have both. So you can see here, it's pretty easy to adjust. You can have it auto, on, off, different views. You can select only the front view. So you can actually see what's in front of your vehicle. Kind of like that option right there. Full front view. So, and again, my foot's off the brake. You can, of course, set different camera angles, reverse, sides. I kind of like the front. You can see beyond your hood. All right, filling up the Sequoia for the first time. We're gonna do just regular, and we'll see how much we put in there. There we go. All right, we're gonna go regular and see how much it will take. First fill up. What do you guys think? How many gallons will it require on this long test drive? First fill up. I'm not really sure, but I just got out of the car, didn't even turn the key off, or I think the engine's off. Yeah, the engine's off. You can see the RPM right there. The car is on, but it's off. So that's a hybrid for you. All right, so far we got 10 gallons. So we know for a fact that the tank is bigger than 10 gallons. right, reaching 15 gallons. I think it will probably drive smoother because it was getting a little jumpy on some side roads. Maybe it needs some weight. Let's see how it drives after we fill up. 17 gallons and still going. So far we have 260 miles on the speedometer. And we'll see how much it's gonna require to fill it back up to full. And we'll probably do our 30 seconds. Yep, there it goes. We're gonna give it 30 seconds and do the TFL style fill up. All right, after 30 seconds, we're gonna go and fill it up a little bit more until it clicks one more time. There you go, 18 point. I think we can get, oh, no, it's still going. I'm probably not doing the TFL style at the bestest, but I want to see if I can get 19 gallons in there. There we go. That'll work. So 260 divided by 19, and that's going to be our average. Right after the fill up, we have 331 range. All right, put 18 and a half gallons at the pump, did my math. 260 divided by 18.5, I got 14 miles per gallon average. I gotta say, it drives a lot smoother with the full tank and the cargo. Very nice, smooth ride. All right, there's the heads-up display right there. Shows you the speed and the speed limit. You can change it, modify it, change the location, change the brightness. All right, we're gonna top off before we start our trip. It's gonna be 9 days. So we're gonna go to Spokane first. Let's fill this up. So we have 281 range, let's go. 17. This one has 22 and a half, so I have 5.5 gallons left over. All right, so 19 gallons. Let's grab our receipt. And, oh, see cashier? Okay. $281. All right, went past Spokane, coming up on the Osoyoos, Canada border. All right, welcome to Canada. We are gonna go for a road trip. It's a beautiful sunny day. Just crossed the border over there. So we're gonna hop in and hit the road. Look at that mountain ahead of us. That's a Lamborghini. Right there. We're buddies. right here. This is like mega videos. This is like, oh, there's a road over there, right by the beach. All right, here in Canada, beautiful lake. I think it's Kinawa, something like that. But so let me show you a few things that I've noticed so far over, we've done, I think, 700 miles so far. The roof rack with the cargo. Yeah. So, as you know, this does not have a lot of trunk space. And therefore, if you're traveling 7 people with a full load, you need to have some sort of extra carriage. And I'm guessing maybe having something on your hitch would be better than having it on top, especially if you have the glass panoramic roof, because I can hear a lot of noise inside. It just feels like a window is open. So I'm guessing that wind is rushing underneath the box. So not really designed for boxes, let me just say that. So I can show you right there, because of the panoramic glass, the seals right here, the Russian wind, even having just the bars, as soon as we got those installed, I can hear the noise of the bars. So they kind of like whistle or something from Toyota factory. So definitely not designed. Anyway, so far the Canadians have some good roads, because out in the United States, I gotta say, we were hitting some bad roads, and it just felt like turbulence, like this weird shaking of the suspension. So not sure what Toyota was thinking about that, but that needs to be looked at and maybe upgraded. So maybe a magnetic ride or something. So, all right, stay tuned. We'll have some more updates. All right, filling up for the first time. $1.64 per liter. First fill up in Canada. All right, so we are filling up in Canada for the first time. Check out this back, it's all dirty. Whew, we went through some mountains, and I tell you what, this thing does not lack any power. So we were like 6,000 feet elevation. Whew, plenty of space to go. The twin turbos, no lack in power for sure. So 1+. All right, we got 58 liters. Let's see if we can top it off a little bit. I pre-programmed it for $100 and I was dead on. So let's see if we can get a receipt. I'll probably have to go pay inside or get the receipt inside. Full to the top. All right, so the maximum was 82 liters from when the lamp turned on. So we'll have to convert that to gallons. All right, we got 489 distance after putting 82 liters. All right, got our second fill up for 82 liters. So we got maybe another one and we should be at our destination. All right, doing our third and final fill up. There's Tim Hortons in the background. Anyway, the car is gonna need a wash. I won't worry about that, but I got, I think, 200 kilometers left until our final destinations. So after I fill up, I will have 480 range, more than enough. So this is gonna be the last fill, and then we'll have a final count on how much miles we were drove and what it cost and what's the MPG on this Sequoia. Stay tuned. It's a little bit dirty, no big deal. We'll have to give it a rinse. All right, we got 55 liters this time. So we will go get a receipt. All right, last fill up number 3 in Canada. So far averaging 300 miles per tank, 15.6 on the highway. All right, made it to the end of the trip, and looks like Canada also has a Safeway. Canadian. All right, a little bit dirty. It's amazing. All right, pretty much have 9 kilometers left. So basically from 0, let's see how much fuel we can put in this vehicle. All right, well, I had to go inside the store because for some reason both my cards were not able to run through here. So, all right. Let's see how much we can get in here. All right, so what is the price difference in Canada fuel? So $1.63 per liter, and there's 3.8 liters in the gallon. So that's about $6.50 a gallon. I thought they had oil fields here. Sounds like they're not opening them up or something. So we're gonna head back to the States and get half off fuel. How much liters do you think we'll get? If the capacity here is 22.5 gallons. So at 0 range, let's see how much we can get in there. 64, 65. All right, so we got 71. We're gonna go and wait and top it off. What's up with this cap? Is it supposed to stay open? What is this? No spring, no nothing. Is this a premium SUV or what? So I'm gonna top this off as much as I can and see how much liters we can get. 82.7 liters. You can see the fuel right here. So a little one-time test of maximum capacity. US dollars, that's $90 for, what do we got? 55 liters? Weird. So yeah, I'm not really sure what this receipt is from. Pump 3, maybe you guys can tell me. Pump 3, 135 Canadian at 82. Down here I only have 55 liters at $90 American, $4.33 a gallon. And it says pump 3, so not really sure. I guess we'll go find out. After filling up 82 liters, according to the pump, we get 474 range. So let's see how much, if we convert it, 294. So there you have it. 15 gallons average on the highway, 70 miles, 75 average travel speed. All right, so my last fill up was 2,937 miles, and now we have 3256. So we drove about 315 miles or so, and it turns out that the receipt this lady gave me is from a different customer, because it's a different card number here. So because I did get her original receipt here, it's a different card. I prepaid, but I wanted to get a receipt for the final, so I only have this one, and hopefully they don't run the pump longer after I left. So this will be my little proof here. So yeah, 21.8 gallons, 315 miles. Let's do the MPG on that. All right, so the computer's pretty accurate, 14.9 on the highway. I thought this was supposed to get 22, so I'm not really sure. I know the box on top of the roof is about 1 mile per gallon, but 15 miles, not the best. All right, so we had 71 liters when it stopped, and we topped off another 10 liters, about 3.5 gallons. Total of 82.7 liters, 21.8 gallons, and normally you wouldn't do that, so you'd only probably get about 280 mile range. I mean, this thing does not take up a lot of resistance there. I've measured it before with it on and off. It's about 1 mile per gallon. So in any case, according to the paperwork from Toyota for the Hybrid Max, you should be getting about 22 in the highway. Ain't happening, but you do get the power. So if you're getting this, you're not getting it because it's a hybrid for fuel economy. It's just a saying. But yeah, the power is there, but the fuel economy maybe even worse than the old generation. So 5 hours of fuel time on this thing, about 300 mile range. That's all you're gonna get. Good luck. going about 30 miles on electricity only. We got some traffic. So the engine's been off for about a minute. Let's see when it will turn back on. Probably in a minute or so. Batteries are not too big, but there you see the RPM is at 0. I have it in eco mode. We're just traveling through traffic. So maybe this is how you get 22 miles per gallon. We're actually going down the hill right now. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna give it some gas. Boom, it just turns on the engine. So, yeah.
Next left.
U.S. vaccination requirements still in effect? What are they?
All right, 13 miles left. We're at 3,584 miles. 15.2 point average on the miles per gallon. Let's see how much fuel we put in here. All right, back in the States, doing our last fill up, $3.99 a gallon. So I have 12 miles remaining, and we're gonna see how much it's gonna take to fill this up. And by the time we got here, through all the rain, it's a self-wash. The car is clean and ready to go, no dust. But it is windy up here. Canada was not as windy. It was sure cold, but it was nice and calm weather and sunny for the most of the time. So what an amazing trip. All right, we got 20.7 gallons, $3.99. So let's do our math. All right, we got 294 miles, and the computer is gonna update the MPGs shortly. All right, back home. 379, Check this out from the last gas station in Blaine, Washington. As soon as we cross the border, we got 15.8. We have 33 to go. I'm guessing we're gonna put maybe 16.5 gallons. So wow, pretty cool. You can cross the whole state of Washington on one tank. Let's see how much fuel this will take on our last trip. Last fill up. All right, last fill up. All right, last fill up. We're gonna see how much fuel it will take without topping off, because it's not self-serve here. And my experiment is over. I know for a fact after it stops and clicks, if you do decide to top it off, don't try it at home, but 3 gallons is what it will take. What? So, all right, how much do we have here? 7.5. We'll see what it takes for a 300-mile journey. All right, the last leg of the trip from crossing the Canadian border through Washington back to Oregon. Okay. All right, check that out, folks. 16 gallons. We'll wait 30 seconds and we'll try again. The TFL style. All right, after 30 seconds, let's see if we can get 16.3. We're gonna call that good. All right, I went ahead and clicked it one more time. Got it to 16.5. We'll take our receipt and we'll do our final count for our round trip. Took us 9 days. All right, filled it up, 16.5 gallons. We have 38.90. We'll calculate how much MPG was the accurate number for the miles that we drove on our last fill up. After a long trip, we're gonna soap it down. Get it a fresh start. All right, drove about 10 miles after it said refuel. So it had 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 miles left, and then just said refuel for the past 10 miles. We got 41.59, last fill up, city driving. All right, filling up. Last time, it's been 12 days since our trip, and this is gonna be our final fill up. And we'll see how much the fuel is gonna be. So, we drove about 10 miles past the limit. After it said 1 mile left over, we drove another 10. So we're gonna see how much fuel is gonna go in here. What do you think? Is it gonna be 19 gallons? Because I drove like 10 miles past the limit. And I probably did only 50 miles of highway driving. So for the past 12 days, since our road trip, it was all mostly city. So we'll see. The computer says about 13.3. We'll see if it's accurate. We're at 17 gallons and still going. I think it's gonna stop at about 19. So we're at the same fuel station as before, same pump. So it should be pretty accurate here. We'll just wait 19. This is from negative 10 miles. There we go. We'll wait 30 seconds and then we'll top it off for a TFL style accuracy. All right, after 30 seconds, we're gonna see how much we can put, and we are at 20. So 20 gallons. All right, just filled up. Let's see if it'll change. Usually it takes about a couple seconds. There we go. Maybe a Grand Sequoia will do the trick. Bigger fuel tank, bigger batteries, more cargo space, a smoother ride. Hopefully Toyota will make the change.